Good morning, students. Welcome you all in English class. I hope you all are fine and studying well at home. So let's begin the new poem number 4, Chivi from your English textbook Honeycomb. The poet of this poem is Michael Rosen. Children, do you know what is the meaning of chivi? Chivi means nagging, or you can say to tell someone repeatedly to do something. As your mom usually asks you to do this, that, so many things, and you usually avoid it. Avoid listening your mom, and your mom keeps saying about this. She keeps instructing you, she keeps correcting you. So this poem is a child like you, and I know you will enjoy learning this poem as it is related to you only. So let's begin the poem, but before that let's know about the poet. The poet is Michael Rosen, who was born in 1946 in North London. One of the best known figures in the children's word book. He is renowned, famous for his work as a poet, performer, broadcaster, and scriptwriter. He started writing poetry when he was only 12 years old. Very creative. Here, some of his famous books' names are written, so you all can read about it. Okay? It was the small introduction about the poet Michael Rosen. Now let's begin the poem. The first stanza of the poem. Grown-ups say things like speak up. Don't talk with your mouth full. Don't stare. Don't point. Don't pick your nose. Grown-ups are your elders. So this first line here, the poet points out a series of instructions given by the grown-ups to the small kid. They used to give so many instructions. The instructions like speak up, don't talk with your mouth full of food. So the instructions, this is, you all know, the parents, mom usually give you so many instructions. So it's very simple. Now stanza 2. The instructions continued here. Sit up. Say please. Less noise. Shut the door behind you. Don't drag your feet. Haven't you got a hanky? Take your hands out of your pockets. The mom always want to correct the child. She says, use polite words. Say please. Don't make much noise. Shut the door behind you. Don't drag your feet. Sit up. Haven't you have a hanky? Take your hands out of your pocket. It is bad manners. It shows that the child is very naughty and the mom keeps instructing the child. So, in this stanza, the second stanza of the poem continues with yet another set of instruction. Each and every activity of the young child is under the control of their mom, their grown-ups. They keep correcting the child. Stanza 3. Pull your socks up. Stand up. Straight. Say thank you. Don't interrupt. No one thinks you're funny. Take your elbows off the table. Okay? The instructions continue here. Pull up your socks. Stand up. Straight. Say thank you. Don't interrupt when someone is talking. Don't you make funny comments. Don't you think you are so funny? Take your elbows off your table. Can't you make your own mind up about anything? What is this last line? Can't you make your own mind up about anything? Look, since beginning the elders are keep correcting the child, keep instructing the child, but in the last the elders ask the child, can't you make your own mind up? So here the poet objected that since beginning you are keep instructing the child, then how can he take the decision by his own in the end? How can you ask the child to make up your own mind? So let's read once again in this explanation of the poem. They want a child to exhibit pleasing gesture like saying please, thank you, and practice sophisticated behavior. Okay, the parents, elders, they keep asking the child to show the pleasant behavior, use polite words, and behave sophisticatedly. The poem indicates a time when the young child has grown up but incapable of taking his own decision, isn't it? Because when he was small, he was not free to take his own decision. So when he grew, how can he take his own decision? Then the same adult expects from the child to take an independent decision. When the child was small, the parent keep correcting, not allowing him to take his decision, and when he grew up, the same parent expect the child to take his decision by his own. So the poet objected that let the child grow freely. Don't you give him so many suggestions. Let him grow freely and without burden. Don't correct him. So I hope you all understood the poem. Here I am again explaining the summary of the poem. The poem Chivi has been composed by the poet Michael Rosen. The poem deals with the feeling of the poet like other small kids who feel irritated by their elders who always instruct them to do this, do that, and not to do this. The grown-ups always say things like speak up, don't stare, don't point, don't pick your nose, sit up, say please, less noise, etc. The poet leaves a questions to the elders. Why can't they keep their suggestion to themselves? Why do they keep always correcting the child, instructing the child? Let him grow freely, because when he grew up, you only expect him to take his decision by his own. And how he can take the decision in that condition? So, I hope you all understand the poem, but listen your elders, behave well, because whatever they want and expect to you is just for your betterment. Okay? So, thank you all of you.